Ready? 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Warzone Morloc 40k and 30k. We are playing Horus Heresy today. We're going to introduce a new person to our group who is Pete the Giant. Welcome, Pete the Giant. Round of applause.
Thanks for having me here.
Why is it called that?
He's really small. Yeah. And obviously Posh Nick, otherwise known as the Hood from Stingray? The Hood.
Sure.
I'll put a picture up and everyone will understand. We are playing a 3,000 point game of Horus Heresy today between Posh Nick and Pete the Giant, who's going to be rocking Word Bearers.
Word Bearers today, yeah.
So
bringing the evil.
We've got drop pods, we've got demons, we've got all sorts of awesomeness, and we've got the Iron Warriors.
Damn right. Led by both of these.
Both of these nuts.
Both of these, the Warsmith remains. He's coming back. He's coming back for a second fight on the Warzone.
There we go.
But can he teabag Erebus?
Everyone wants to teabag Erebus, but
That's
whether
the
they
dream.
can or not, he's protected by Slanesh. We're playing Mission. Go, Nick.
The Crucible of War, nice and simple. Going to be 3 objectives. We'll show them all when we're all set up, but it's going to be nice and simple. It's basically just going to be me deployed on the board with Pete dropping drop pods all over the table. That's pretty much what's happening.
Check these armies out coming up right now. 3,000 points of Loyalist Iron Warriors from Nick. These are going to be led by Warsmith, both of these. He is a Tyrant of the Dodecathon. He is a Praetor. He is carrying a massive mallet and a Volkite charger. Other HQs are going to be a Vigilator and a Barebone Centurion with a mallet to get some smashing done. Troops choices, you've got a tactical squad here with a Sergeant with Power Fist and Plasma, Artificer Armour, 10-man squad and a 20-man squad of much the same business. You've also got a 10-man squad of Breachers with a Sergeant with Thunderhammer, and they're going to be riding in a Specialist Land Raider Proteus. On this side we've got Iron Havocs with auto cannons, and over here we've got Tyrant Siege Terminators, which you cannot leave home without. At the back we've got a Rapier Laser Destroyer with the super laser version of the guns. Got some cheeky little Outriders here, Sky Hunters. I think they're bare bones harassment units. I've got to mention that the Praetor has a command squad here with the banner, and they'll be riding in the Rhino. And finishing up the list is going to be 3 different Dreadnought Talons, 1 Contemptor with the blast cannons, double Cares on this side, and of course a Leviathan with a Cyclonic Melter Lance, Volkite nipple guns, and a big nasty claw. Here we have 3,000 points of Word Bearers making their debut on the channel, led by High Chaplain Erebus. I wouldn't normally let anyone in my house with him because he's a scumbag, but Pete gets a pass. He is supported by a command squad today. Ignore the jump packs, it's just how they're modelled. They will be on foot. We have at the back 2 Maragal possessed dreadnoughts, one of which will be riding in the Anvilus Dreadclaw drop pod. The other one will be on foot. They're both armed with their power claws and death spitters. Up the front, 9 Galvaback galloping forward, pulling the heads off their enemies. On the left hand side, we're having some Ashen Circle Assault Marines there, very tasty with their cool guns. In tactical support squads, we've got 1 Plasma squad here riding in a drop pod, and on the right hand side we've got a Melter squad riding in a drop pod coming in from reserves. In the middle we've got a 20-man tactical unit, as you can tell by the numbers. Very nicely done with the transfers as well. We have a Rogue Rhino, but as we all know, even the smallest unit can make the biggest of differences. And in the middle there we have a summoned, or soon to be summoned, Demon Sovereign, who will be opening up Iron Warriors like tins of beans. Gentlemen, welcome to the Warzone. Insignificant small Nick against Pete the Giant.
Nick.
Yeah. Father and son, child against giant.
Family war.
Family war. We're deployed.
It's a domestic.
Nick, you deployed first with your Iron Warriors.
I had strategic advantage, so I deployed first, and I should get the first turn as well, unless Pete seizes. So, I've got pretty much. I've got Hammer of Olympia as my special rule, so I don't get to have any reserves. So everything's on the table. At the moment, I've got My Sky Hunter Squadron, along with the Vigilator over here, he has got Scout, so in a moment he'll be able to make a move just before I start my first turn.
Yeah.
My Leviathans sat behind them, as is the Land Raider, which has got my Breacher Squad sitting in it, so a nice chunk to move up that side of the table. I've got one of my Contemptors with the twin assault cannons, and I've also got the 20-man tactical squad with an Apothecary and led by the Centurion with a Thunderhammer, who looks really angry over here, can I just say? I'm pleased with this. This is a model that was donated to me, and I love him very much, so I just want to say thank you to the person who gave me that.
Excellent.
I've got my Tyrant Siege Terminators holding the high ground along with the 10-man tactical squad, who are of course holding an objective, because from the very first turn we can actually gain points for our objectives.
Indeed.
I've got my second Contemptor with the Las Cannon and the Rhino with the command squad. They're backed up by the 10 Iron Havocs, and very far at the back there I've got the cheeky little extra, my elite choice, my what's it?
Rapier Laser Destroyer.
That's the one it's called, a Rapier Laser Destroyer, and that is my deployment.
Excellent. And Pete the Giant, on your side, what are we looking at?
Where we have here, we have a squad, 20-man tactical squad who are corrupted, are going to be really, really difficult for Nick to shift. A Rhino with no one in it right now.
Excellent.
We have 5 Ashen Circle ready to cause absolute mayhem, hiding behind this absolutely wonderful, no one can deny statue in dedication to our gods.
Indeed.
We have a command squad here with Erebus. Now, they are modelled with jump packs, but they are not using them today. There was a mechanical fault, which is
yeah, they forgot their keys and they can't get them started.
It stopped petrol. And over here we have a Marigal and a Gal Vorback unit.
These are all just words to me.
The Dread is modelled with double fists, which it will be using, and then in reserve I have tactical support squads of
on the appropriately
on the
placed.
I'm not going to lift it, because if it falls,
a very safe, non-slippable surface. Oh.
Bill, you can't see, but Bill has managed to just loop a Gal Vorback perfectly into
on the
wire
wire
of his hand. Fantastic.
I'll put him back. I've also been painting, can you tell? Okay, so it's going to be Nick to go first. It's not paint. It's not paint. Nick's going to be going first, unless.
But I shall try and seize the initiative.
We're looking for the Warzone Morloc symbol.
Don't do it, Pete. You don't want to do it.
That's the lot of less initiative.
That's the opposite of what you needed, in fact. So it's going to be Iron Warriors turn 1.
Bully!
Bully!
Iron Warriors movement phase is now complete. The Sky Hunter Squadron has moved up into the ruins to try and start taking some pot shots out of this tactical squad. As I'm very aware, they are not able to be pinned, and they are fearless due to the fact that they are corrupted. So
and rancid.
It's just disgusting. So I need to take some chunks out of that. The Vigilator's moved up to try and get a shot off at the Ashen Circle down here, because I'm hoping, I haven't even checked with Pete yet, but I'm hoping they can be pinned. Someone needs to get pinned. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. The Land Raider's moved up with the breaches in it to try and block the path, as well as the tactical squad, as has the Contemptor with the twin carriers assault cannons. My 20-man tactical squad, led by the Centurion over here, is moving up, getting ready to try and take that objective next turn, although there may well be a drop pod or 2 pods on top of it by then.
Do you reckon?
Just a small chance.
I think
small
so.
chance.
I think so.
The Rhino has edged forward slightly, but I'm not getting myself too close. I'm very aware that Gal Vorback are going to be absolutely ruthless, and I don't want my command squad and prayer to destroy it immediately, as well as the Contemptor sitting back with his las cannons. The Tyrant Siege have just moved up just a little bit, so they're just now within range of the Gal Vorback, or at least 4 of them are, and the tactical squad are holding it steady on that objective. The Havocs haven't moved. I'm very aware, once again, we're going to have a lot of people landing in my deployment zone next turn. And finally, the Rapier Laser Destroyer has just edged around the corner, or has moved to its level that it can actually now get in range of that Contemptor, just within the 36 inches. So 2 important things I forgot to mention at the start of this. So first of all, the Marked for Death rule, which is from the Vigilator. He's marked the Ashen Circle for death, which means he gets to reroll 1s to wound, I think, on them. And also, the Tyrant of the Dodecathon, I think I've got the pronunciation right. Usual spelling.
Close enough.
That's my Warlord trait for my both Warsmith Bothades, who's at the back here, and he's rocking his red coat and his War Thunderhammer. He gets to nominate 1 piece of scenery, which becomes both difficult and dangerous terrain, and it loses its cover save. Guess what I'm going to choose?
Yes.
So we're going to start with the Sky Hunters firing their shrapnel cannons into this tactical squad. So it's 4 shots each, so 12 shots.
And you're re-rolling the 1s, is that right?
I'm re-rolling the 1s because they're shrapnel weapons, and I've got the Hammer of Olympia special reward.
I'm so knowledgeable, it hurts.
It's never happened before.
No.
Re-roll those 3 1s, which is useful. Lovely. So
I mean, what's the point? Might as well just said they all hit.
That's 10 hits, which is pretty solid. Strength 5 against, I'm assuming your toughness is still 4, even though they're corrupted?
Still 4.
Lovely. So that's 3 pluses to wound. That's pretty solid. You said you can't be bloody...
Look at all the 6s, you ridiculous man.
Oh, no, that's actually absurd. Just that number of your normal armor save, please.
Pete, will you take the dice up in your giant hands?
What, you mean these tiny dice that you've given me?
Yeah.
What are these?
Oh dear.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4 dead, please.
Oh lordy.
Oh lord.
Chaos lordy.
Yeah, I've been trying to fire his sniper rifle, his master crafted Nemesis bolter into the Ashen Circle. So he's 2 plus to hit, re-rolling 1s. It's a hit. Because of his special rules, it's 2 plus to wound, and because they're marked for death, it's re-rolling the 1 to wound. So he will get a 6 plus cover save from the bush.
The vintage thick bush.
It's a 1, however he gets to re-roll the 1 because they're marked for death.
Come on, you ones.
It's a wound. Don't get an armor save, so you'll get your cover save. So it's a 6 plus cover save.
Dear, oh dear,
How do you
oh
feel,
dear.
Pete? How do you
I feel unhopeful. Yeah, no, the dark gods do not favour me.
So 1's down, and also they are now have to take a pinning test. The
We,
whole point of doing
we
all that is to try
hardly
and
knew
pin.
you.
The one which reduces that by 1 is shell shock. So you've got leadership 8.
Oh.
Fine, they're fine. They don't care.
So we are returning fire with Wordbearers tactical squads into those pesky, disgusting jet bikes.
Completely unnecessary. They've done nothing to wrong.
Yeah, so let's see some
half-
bolter action.
With half the squad in rebel.
Just roll them and roll an extra one.
Oh, there's a lot of ones in there.
33 bolter shots. Yeah, let's go much. It's all their normal toughness. So toughness of 4. So it's 4s to wound with all of those.
Oh,
They should be. They should be toughness.
Oh no,
5.
that was the deployment dice.
No, you're all right. Just get in. Just get an extra show.
Oh, come on.
4s to wound. So let's get rid of these ones. We don't need any of them. Who cares about these? I've got artificer armor on the sergeant, so I will take the shots on him initially.
Now, what's his initiative?
His initiative.
Yeah, because we're playing the SN battle reports. Rule amendment. So, like
true.
for artificer armor, so it's not game-breakingly awful to watch. He will get 4, I believe, if his initiative 4 attempts to save his own life.
Before the shots get taken on someone
Yes,
else.
before they get spread out.
About to say a well-remembered bill. So 2 plus. Okay, so he takes 1 of the wounds. He will take because it was a 2 plus armor save. Now it goes onto the 3 plus armor save of the other guys. Doesn't really matter if I roll them all at once, does it?
Oh, nice.
So in fact, only 1 wound is taken by the side, and they're 2 wounds each. Next, going to fire the heavy bolts and the las cannons because I haven't got any other targets that are suitable at the moment. Just into this tactical squad. Let's try and wear them. 3 pluses to hit, no re-rolls this time, unfortunately. Strength 5, so 3's to wound. Both wound, so Pete will have 2 normal armor saves in a second to take. If you're happy to take that.
I am indeed, thank you.
Let's just do it now.
Why not? It's fine, doesn't
Oh, hello.
And then 4 las cannons with then only they don't get re-rolls, not like the Spartans, sadly. So 3's to hit. That's awful. 1 hits. It's a 2 plus.
The dice was hidden behind the vintage bush.
Right, and the blessings of the Dark God. No,
I'm not
they
going to
don't
get
get any.
you at this
No,
point.
they're not, are they? Yeah, they can do nothing for me.
Blessings mean nothing. And just carry on.
Pharaoh.
I'm just going to carry on.
Yeah, carry on.
12 shots from the Carrier's assault cannon. Also 2's to hit because he's contempt to dreadnought. So only 1 miss. Strength 6 against toughness 4, so it's 2's to wound, but then you will get your normal. Oh no, and 6's a rending.
Oh dear, oh dear.
2's to wound. 1 single rending, so that'll be a dead marine, and then
Let's just do that
everything
now, shall we?
else. Yeah. And then these are not a single failed roll actually, which is quite nice. So that's this number.
10. I counted
armor
them.
saves. 10 3 plus armor saves, please.
Can it
Come
be
on,
achieved?
Dark Gods. Oh dear.
5. But once again, it's meant to pin, and he doesn't get pinned. It's very well. This is it. This is what Heresy is all about. Dead marines,
Well, that was a very effective first round of
dead
shooting.
marines, and vintage bushes.
So over on this side, the Rhino did fire its pitiful shot, but it didn't hit. And now we're looking at the Contemptor firing its last cannon at the Galvor back.
2 pluses to hit.
Yeah,
It's contempt to
back.
dreadnought. 2's to wound, but it's not going to be instant death, unfortunately.
Oh, what a shame.
Only 1 wound.
I feel they're paying 5 plus. Hooray!
Oh.
He loves it.
Oh!
Well, let's see what he does against my Tyrant Siege Terminator.
Oh, hello.
Siege Terminators firing all of their crap rockets into the Galvor back. So it's 2 shots apiece, and they are 3 pluses to hit, with no fancy re-rolls or anything, unfortunately. So, there's a few misses in there.
Misses.
So
Misses.
6 hits. It is toughness, strength 8 against your toughness, so it's going to be 2's to wound.
Ooh.
Two
You
fails.
scraped a four of them there.
Not great,
Scraped
not
it.
great. So that's 4
What are
armor
they strength? Okay, yep.
Strength armor save. Armor penetration is 3. Do they have what's their armor save? 3+.
3+.
Just your
Okay.
5+. Feel no pains.
Ooh.
Oh, you've done well. You've done well.
Oh. So only 1 wound taken by one of them. After all that fire, Dreadnought and all the Tyrant Siege, 1 wound.
There you go, buddy.
So the autocannons have decided to target the Galval back. We've had a little laser lineup, and they all can see at least one dude.
They can indeed.
So we're getting ready to hose down some Galval back.
This is the hope. It's 2+ to hit 'cause they're Iron Havocs. It is strength 7 against toughness of 6, did you say?
They are toughness 5.
Toughness 5, so it is 2+ to wound still.
See if we can get some
And
twos.
6s will rend.
Oh, there's a few ones.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not.
That's actually-
well, that's quite a good wound rolling for the 3+, please. Those are just going to be nothing but your feel no pains.
Oh dear.
So 1, 2, 3 go through. So these are all now feel no pain rolls, please.
Okie dokie, come along.
Just need an awful lot of 5+. That's all you need, Pete. Simple.
Not great.
Yeah, 2 dudes dead and
So-
1 guy's down to 2 wounds.
Yes.
So the Rapier Laser Destroyer is going to take some shots at that weird corrupted contemptor thing with the angry claws. Because it's Iron Warriors, my rule is that I add 1 to my strength against any dreadnoughts, tanks, etc. So it goes from a strength 9 weapon up to a strength 10 weapon.
So what?
2 shots, a 3+ to hit, and re-rolling because it's twin linked.
Oh.
Come on, you ones.
It's 2 hits and it's strength 10 against your toughness. I'm guessing
Toughness 7.
So 2's to
Lord.
wound.
Hey!
Snake eyes.
This pleases Lorgar.
So it's the end of player turn 1 for the Iron Warriors. So you'll be scoring 1 victory point
I will indeed.
for
So I have a
holding
line
this
unit.
one. Line
Holding
unit.
that.
Movement round complete. We have not moved at all with the command squad here who are holding position.
Cowards.
Tactical squad have advanced. Ashen Circle have advanced. We are going for a risky ram here through the Rhino.
The empty tactical rhino actually performing a task.
And we've advanced over here with the Margal and the Galvor back also. And that is the movement round complete.
Movement reaction from Nick here.
Yes, indeed. I'm going to react to the disgraceful attempt to get into my space by the Ashen Circle.
Yeah,
on this
getting
guy.
all up in your grill.
Exactly. I'm going to bring my guys so that my tactical squad is going to be on here
they are
with the
using
Centurion.
A movement reaction there.
Yes, indeed. They're going to be here, all up in yo face.
And that will, of course, dominate that middle objective, preventing, depending on how this shooting goes.
We'll see how that goes. But he has run, of course, so he can't shoot at me right now.
Excellent. Let's do some hot ramming action.
Yeah, let's move on to some
And then
hot
we'll
rams.
cover the Warhammer. Aha!
Please sign up to our OnlyFans for
Let's do it.
Okay, so
So it's D6.
D6.
Let me get this right, because I've never seen you do a ramming
I've
before.
never done a ram before.
D6 automatic hits, please.
Oof, come on, 6.
Unbelievable.
Hello.
Blessed
Very
by
nice,
the dark
very
gods.
nice. And it's D6 automatic hits, and they are resolved at half of the strength of the front arm of your vehicle. So it'll be a strength 6 hits on me. So strength 6 against toughness 4. Those will be 2 pluses to wound, please.
Come on.
This actually seems quite effective.
Excellent.
That's pretty solid, actually. So now it comes down to me and deciding who to take the hits on. I think I'm going to take it on the
Sergeant seems like he'd like a go.
It seems like an obvious choice, although something tells me it may be a mistake. I think the sergeant's going to get run
Artificer
over.
armor rules.
You think they might have busted out the way, but no, they just sit there and wait for a rhino to ram them. 2+ armor save with 4 saves, because that's his initiative.
Excellent.
Oh! On the last one! And then 2 more on the normal guys. They're alright. So the sergeant just got run over.
Breaching the veil with Erebus and bringing
Oh
on
my
a
Lord.
demon sovereign onto the table for the first time, I believe.
Demon
on
sovereign.
Warzone Morloc.
Got to say with some gusto.
Demon sovereign.
Demon!
And which demon sovereign is it? Is it this exquisite piece that's not quite yet finished?
This
but
incredible
what a sculpt!
semi-finished piece represents the demon sovereign.
What a sculpt it is.
making
Okay,
magnificent.
and it can land or be
So,
summoned. Go.
we have a 12 inches from the Psycho, which in this case is Erebus, so I'll be putting down 10
12
plate,
inches
please.
towards the vintage bush. There you go.
There we go.
Here.
Don't Google that,
Oh.
kids.
And now I need to take a psychic test.
This should be 2d6, I believe. Is it your leadership, is it, for a psychic test? I don't use psychers, they're scum. Don't want to
Yeah,
mention it, Pete, or anything, but, you know.
So,
I have to tilt up to get you in frame.
okay, let's go.
Oh! That's what we're talking about.
That sounds really bad for your reactions.
So it now scatters.
Oh. So Erebus, being a stand-up guy, is going to palm off any of the wounds taken on one of his menials.
Let's see what you do.
How many?
Oh, that's the wrong
That's
die.
a scat die.
Yeah, you're banned.
Oh, D3 invoke.
Right, well, let's see.
Well, they're 2 wounds a model.
Yeah, you look like you're... Oh,
You
no,
get
you're
rid of the
standard
standard.
bearer. No,
Nah,
so
leave him.
you'll be off.
And someone else
And
suffers
someone
1
else
wound.
is down to 1 wound, yeah. Okay, and now we are going to see how the rift scatters.
That way. Oh, it's a hit!
Oh.
That's not what we want to see. So the Demon Prince still gets to turn up where he wants to.
Brilliant, okay.
Excrement. Right, put her down.
Here we go.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Boop.
She's a fiend.
So I immediately have to get my intercept reactions done, of
Oh,
course.
you've got
I do.
quite a few intercepting units, haven't you?
I do, but sadly Pete's positioned that demon so not all of them can see both the Iron Havocs and the Tyrant Siege. Could react, but so far, as far as I can tell, only 3 Siege Terminators can actually see this demon. So those 2 are going to get their free reaction, as well as this Dreadnought's also going to fire at the same time. So we've got the Twin Keras Assault Cannon from this Dreadnought first of all, which is going to fire that number of, that's the correct number of shots. Look at that, amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. So 2 pluses to hit.
Oof.
So it is strength 6 against toughness 6, so it's going to be 4s to wound.
Oof.
And 6 is rend, but is it an invulnerable save you have, Pete? We've decided.
I do indeed, 4+.
No, then the rending's absolutely useless against you. You've made it pointless. So 4 plus saves, please.
Come along. Oh, come on.
2 go through. That's the average.
Okay.
That's the average. And then the Tyrant Siege Terminators. There's only 3 of them that can see, so they'll be firing their crack missiles.
Crap.
And it's 3 pluses to hit. No re-rolling, sadly. That's
good.
good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now this is strength 8 against toughness 6, so 2s to wound. And that's 4 more wounds go through, so that'd be your normal armor save, Pete. So 4 plus saves.
Lovely, thank you.
And then you didn't have any feel no pain or anything that we're aware of after all this.
No, and
How many wounds?
Toughness 6. He's got 7 wounds.
7 wounds. Okay, so it's had 2 already.
Oh dear, oh dear.
No, that's good. Only suffered 1 more, so that's 3 wounds down.
He's down to 4.
What did we forget, Pete?
We forgot that when the demon is summoned on turns 1 and 2, he has +1 toughness and strength, which may have saved a wound, but
You're going to get a wound.
Let's give a wound back.
back.
I think let's make it a bully.
We can't be bothered to check, so we're going to just say you get a wound.
to be lazy.
Yeah, we'll get a wound back,
Hooray.
and then it's all fine. With the ethereal wings, the demon sovereign has pushed forward and is looking to do some chopping into either the Contemptor or the Land Raider, or anyone around it with a giant axe. So the demon here has managed to charge into the Land Raider, and Hammer of Wrath took off 1
Hull point
hull
already.
point through a glancing.
Just through sheer
Absolutely.
impact.
But now we've got
with those wings.
Yeah, with wings.
He's buffed up those wings. Okay.
But now we've got some hot axe action.
So you've got to hit me first of all, so I'm counting as weapon skill 1, because that's what a tank has, your weapon skill a lot more. So I'm going to guess your 2 pluses to hit with all those
I
hits.
believe I am.
We love an axe wound. on
Luckily,
Warzone Morloc.
most of them went through.
That's 5 hits. Here we go. So that's 5 hits, and each one of those is your strength of 9, I believe, with your
It is
axe,
with
which is
the axes,
disgusting, against my rear armour of 14, so you need 5s to glance and 6s to penetrate.
Hooray!
Oh, no!
Hooray!
Wow.
What's the AP of the
2
axe,
pens and a
please?
glancing. So either way, it's going to go, isn't it?
No, it's down to 1 hull point remains.
Oh.
So it will. Unless you blow it up, it will still be alive, which is a miracle.
Who's in that again? Anyone?
My Breacher squad,
Oh yeah.
who are just in there, as opposed to doing things in their breeches right now. I think with the sound of the demon coming through the
There's
side.
a lot going on in their britches. Hot mud. 2 penetrating hits with the axe
Here
of doom.
we go.
And it's +1.
Come on your maiden go. Oh.
Oh, not enough! It's not enough.
Such a shame.
That's a crew. That's a crew stunned and crew shaken, which I think I've got to check, but certainly with my Iron Warriors stuff, I shrugged some of that off.
So there's another 2 hull points gone, leaving it on how many remaining?
No, there was 3 hull points in total, down all the way down to 1 hull point remaining.
Ooh la la.
me to move
Nick
him
forgot
back?
to do his Overwatch. No, you're alright. So he's going to do a quick bit of Overwatch now.
As there's nothing else to shoot.
From the charge.
Can only be the defensive weapon, so it's only the heavy bolter as he came in. So it was 4 shots at 3+ to hit.
Bush keeps getting away.
Exactly. Is it a twin heavy bolt? It's a twin heavy bolt, so I can actually re-roll. It's twin linked. No,
Not good.
For a
not
hot
good.
one.
Strength 5 against toughness of more, we realised. Was it 7
Yeah,
or something?
So toughness 7, yeah.
So it's 6 is to wound. Hey, you got a
Oh.
wound. 1 armour save of, I think you had, was it 3+ for your armour save or
it was
something?
indeed, yeah.
Yes! Well
So
worth
takes
it,
a
well
wound.
worth it.
And balance has been restored.
However, this is now the end of the turn. I need to roll for a will not die. See if I regenerate a wound.
Oh, I've never even played that one. Yeah, that's right. I think it's, well, double check in a second. We'll
That
put
looks
regenerate a
positive.
wound on.
Yeah.
So we can get that
Worthless!
back. So we could
Back
have
to
saved you.
5.
We could have saved you a minute then. We didn't manage to score a point here because of the bum rush from the Iron Warriors, which prevents you from claiming the point.
We do, however, have a point still.
Oh yes, you do
there.
get one
You
over
do,
here because
he
you
does.
have the standard bearer or the herald or whoever it is with a flag scoring you 1 point.
Hooray!
So is that
That's
One
one.
1
apiece.
point? Oh, there's a game on here. Oh, there's a game on here. Oh, hello. Right, Iron Warriors turn 2.
Oh, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah. One thing we did forget to do, which we're just going to correct initially, is that we didn't do a leadership test for the jetbikes over here. They failed,
Miserably.
and they ran 12.
Fortunately, at the start of my turn, the first thing I've done is take a leadership test, and they've passed.
Oh, they're only back in the game, but they're
That's
about
disappointing.
3 foot away from where they intended to be, which is going to be over here.
And of course, all they can do is fire snapshots this turn, which is useless to me. The Land Raider, funnily enough, has disengaged from combat and is pulled back a little bit. The Leviathan has moved up because apparently it's got a death wish, and the Contemptor has pulled back a little as well, just so it can try and hose down the demon before the Leviathan goes in for the kill. The tactical squad with the Centurion leading them has moved up to try and absolutely flood the objective and
it's
start
a hot
getting a
mess up
lot
here.
of shots at this point.
A hot mess.
Everyone back here has pretty much stayed still because
They don't want to lose their shooting.
exactly the Havocs had to stay still, and the Siege Terminators don't need to go anywhere. I haven't actually moved the Rapier Laser Destroyer. I would love to be able to target that Contemptor, but Bill, is there any way that I can target that Contemptor from where they are?
Looking at the angles, no, because it's pretty much obscured by this piece of
Into the
terrain here.
Galvorback it goes then.
Yeah,
That's
so
fine.
they
We'll do
don't
that
need to
then.
move.
All right, that's the
This
end. of-
Contemptor did push forward a little bit, didn't it?
And the Rhino,
And the
apparently
Rhino's
just
gone-
ignoring the huge demon next to it,
casually
decided to go that way.
Casually driving past the demonic dreadnought.
And importantly, the Vindicator, because I know exactly what the Vigilator rather, because I know exactly what's coming next, has edged around the corner so the Rhino can't ram him. Because let's face
My
it, that's
bloodlust
coming.
Rhino.
He's less concerned by the demon god than the Rhino coming up behind him.
The Rhino's dedicated itself
there's
to
a
corn already.
There's a crazy mofo at the wheel. Okay,
Exactly.
moving on.
Moving on. So
Vigilator, action.
the Vigilator is going to take a shot, try and finish off one of these guys, the guy who's currently over here on 1 wound from the demon that ate the face of his friend. So it's 2+ to hit. It hits.
She does.
It's a 2+ to wound on all infantry, not re-rolling ones this time because I'm not firing over, unfortunately, your Ashen Circle. It's a wound. And it's a rending on a 2+ as well because it's ridiculous Master Sniper pad rules that he's got. So unless you've got any fancy...
No, I do not. That is him out.
Okay,
Burst his Swede and he's turned into red mince.
the pinning test is going to be absolutely vital here because obviously it will make a difference as to whether you're still holding objective. Its Erebus leadership is 10, but with the shell shock from the sniper rifle, it's reduced to 9. Please, another double 6 for Erebus. Oh,
Erebus houses.
For once, is holding strong.
We've always loved Erebus.
I'd say no,
Stand up guy.
let's.
Now, Land Raider going into the Demon Sovereign
Yes, indeed.
with all of its guns in the shooting.
Exactly. It is 4 heavy bolter shots. Twin links are
The
re-rolling.
bush is once again preventing the viewers from seeing the dice roll.
That happens to many videos on the
You need to
internet.
shave it down.
There we go. Strength 5 against your toughness of 7, I think. So it's 6s to wound for the heavy bolters. 1 wound.
Oh, hello.
1 wound.
What's the armour save? 3+ was it?
It's a 3+ armor save, I believe, is your Demon Prince, wasn't it?
It is indeed.
It goes through.
You are kidding me.
So that's down to 4 now. And then it's 4 las cannons all at once. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Could be bad.
It could be bad.
3+, not re-rolling, sadly. 3 hits, strength 9, so it's 2s to wound, and then it's your invulnerable save. That's 2 wounds, that's 2 4+ invulns, I think we said it was.
Oh,
Another wound.
Oh, he's chipping.
Slowly chipping away. I mean, now, it's not going to do very much, but I'm just going to quickly, because it's an option to do it, I'm going to fire the snapshots from these guys into him. So it's they're 6s to hit. No hits. Good job, guys. Well done. You've
Excellent.
contributed a lot to this day.
Excellent.
The Leviathan, however, can do a lot more. So he's got lots of melter shots to fire.
Cyclonic Melter Lance?
Cyclonic Melter Lance and the melter that's in his fist over here. So that's, in fact, and they're all at this range that makes no odds.
Booby weapons as well?
He does have booby weapons. He has flamers. That's a very good point. We'll do the booby flamers in a minute.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a booby flamer? It's this number of melter shots, and they're 2 pluses to hit because it's a Leviathan. Solid.
That is great shooting.
It's all the melter lance and the melter weapon all have the same thing. They're strength 8, so it's 3s to wound against your toughness of 7. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Could be it.
Your demon's having a bad day.
It's not good. Now this is 4 plus armor. Your invulnerable save of 4 plus.
Ooh.
Only 1 failed. That is solid. It's down to 2 wounds. We're chipping because, frankly, that thing is scaring the bejesus
if you make
out
it
of me.
through, you might be able to claim 1 back. So it's not all bad news, is it?
It's true. It's true. So it's got 2 flamer shots being aimed at it. I'm going to just fire straight through. So it's 2 heavy flamers, which are automatic hits, and they're strength 5, I believe. So it's going to be 6s to wound, just 2 automatic hits. Nope, nothing there. So I've got the Keres assault cannons from the Contemptor over here. 2 pluses to hit. Oh, that's 5 ones. This is not good. That's not what you want to see at all.
Well, it depends on your...
It depends on which point, yeah, exactly. 5 pluses to wound. Not a single wound!
Not a sausage!
The Contemptor has failed
Immediate
miserably.
face
Now
reaction.
that
Immediate
potential...
face reaction. Poor.
That's going to mean I'm gonna. Thanks for that. That's going to mean I'm going to have to dedicate more shots to putting that thing out because
or you could not.
Yeah, or I could just not do
just
that.
leave it.
I'm going to fire next.
There's tacticals there.
There are tacticals. The tacticals will be firing, but I'm going to have to potentially... I don't know if I'm going to strip off enough wounds. I will do the tacticals. Let me gather the dice.
Shrapnel bolters going into the Demon Sovereign.
Desperately trying to hurt it at this point. 3s to hit, and it's 2 shots each because of Hammer of Olympia. And re-rolling 1s, of course, for Hammer of Olympia.
There's another one there.
Come on, you won.
Oh, they've all blooming hit, haven't they?
That's good. That's good.
Except
good.
for those ones that didn't.
Something tells me it's not going to get pinned very easily. So it's strength 4 weapon against toughness 7, so it's only 6s to wound. Only 1 single 6.
A normal save of
3 plus, I believe.
I'm in danger.
danger.
Oh! I mean, you are making me use my entire army's weaponry at this thing.
What's he down to?
One
wound.
Single wound.
Lordy.
But
Here's a nice 400-point chunk of my list.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
The problem is I'm going to have to use... I mean, I was going to save those Tyrant Siege for something else, but I'm going to have to put them into this because I have to hurt.
Yeah, because otherwise your tank's getting cut in half.
Exactly, or the Leviathan, because against Dreadnoughts is disgusting.
Okay, so they're going to have to turn up and do some work now. Now, there'll be an element of cover save there.
There will be, although it won't make a difference because he's an invulnerable save anyway.
Well, don't worry about that then.
It's 10 shots at 3 pluses to hit with crack missiles. And they've got their combi bolters actually as well, I must remember. So sadly, 2s don't hit because they're not that good a shot. So it is strength 8 against toughness 7, so 3s to wound.
Nasty.
It's looking good. Oh, nearly. So 4 invulnerable save. Now all you have to do, Pete, is not fail any of these saves.
Hooray!
Whatever happens, don't fail any of these saves.
So close!
You're going back to hell.
It's the warp with you before you can even strike down that Terminator at the Dreadnought.
But frankly, that saved the rest of your army from getting shot.
That is true.
And if we're playing the objective game, that was a massive distraction carnifex, as they say.
Oh, damn.
But 400.1.
A 40k reference in 30k?
Blasphemy!
Before the Tyrants were even here.
Blasphemy! Iron Havoc's getting ready to pound this Dreadnought into dust.
20 shots at 2 plus to hit because they're Iron Havocs. Got to love an Iron Havoc. Get rid of those 1s for a start.
Excellent.
Useless. Some of them can't shoot.
That's good though.
That's not bad. Not bad. It's strength 7 against toughness of 7, I think, for Contemptor, I believe. So I assume it's a demonic thing. So I don't know if it's the same thing. Have to do a little double check. But so it's 4 pluses to wound and 6s are rending, of course. There's 2 rendings in there, and not a very good roll otherwise. Wow, that's not a good roll in the slightest. So those you're going to have 4 normal saves and 2 just on your invulnerable save, please, Pete.
Okay.
4 normal saves.
Thank you very much. 4 normal saves.
Was it 2 plus save is him for him? Or?
So toughness 7, save 2 plus. Yep.
Hooray! All fine, and then 2 of your 5 plus invulnerable, please.
Boo!
So 2 wounds go through.
Okay, so he's down to 6.
He's done an 8.
Yep.
Same as
This rapier is going to target the gal over back once again.
2 shots, twin linked, so 3+ to hit, re-rolling. 2 hits,
nice.
strength 9 against your. I'm going to say it's a 2+ to wound.
Toughness 5, yep.
Okay, so not sadly, still not double your toughness, so I can't get instant death, which is a problem. Both wound.
Nice.
And do they have an invulnerable save, Peter?
They have Feel No Pain 5+.
That was what it is then. They got 5+ Feel No Pain then.
Oh,
That's
that
not
is
enough.
1 down.
Are they
Oh, no,
3
wounds.
wounds
So,
each?
yeah,
So
okay,
one's
yes,
down to
yeah,
1
one's down
wound.
to 1 wound. Well, let's be.
I mean, they are tanking a huge number of
The guy at the
shots.
front taking it on the chin and balls and other things.
What a man!
Is that what a man? Is that everything?
almost
shot?
is.
It
Oh,
most
Oh, no,
certainly is not.
you got last cannon content.
And then I've got this lot all firing into these guys in a minute. That's going to be exciting.
lordy, lordy.
Oh lord!
Okay, let's see
They
some
might just do a reaction to that.
Thought you might. So the las cannon dreadnought is going to fire into. It's going to have to be your. What's it called?
Maragal.
Yeah, that thing.
I think that's where Donald Trump lives, isn't it?
And he's got. Well, I didn't remember to fire last turn. He's also got a havoc launch.
Please don't censor us, Elon Musk.
He's staying at his Maragal hotel.
Why has this YouTube video got 0 likes? It's just because of us.
That's no change
Not
there.
because of Elon Musk.
No.
It's 2 shots with the Gravis las cannon. Excellent.
Oh,
good job. What is it with Snake Eyes?
Snake Eyes.
Was it him who got the double Snake Eyes
Yeah, it
last
was, yeah.
turn?
Absolutely.
This contempt
so much for an entombed, venerable member of the Legion.
Yeah, I'll keep that guy alive, by all means.
One-eyed Jim in there.
Havoc launchers going in now.
So rolling to hit. Let's see if I can get it. It goes.
That's
I,
quite
I think
a
might
pretty-
re-roll the old twin linked there.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Let's just. Let's not do that. Excellent. So
minus
subtracting 5 from that, so it goes 2 inches, probably slightly onto my rhino. Does it hit the rhino?
2 inches. Yes, it does.
Oh, good. Excellent. Hey.
Praise the dark powers.
It was on the front of that. Does it still clip the front of his model?
Oh, yeah, still hits him. Yeah, it's there. It's there.
Okay. So it means on yourself.
You're both
first.
going to take a hard hit.
Oh, not again.
So strength 5 against toughness 7.
So it's a 6+ to wound for your demon. No, there's
Not
absolutely
enough.
nothing.
What about your pesky
Now let's
rhino?
tank the rhino.
And I think the side armour of a rhino is either
11?
it's still 11. So on a 6 it'd be a glancing hit. No, because that would have been disgraceful.
So that was a disgraceful attempt with rockets then.
And I'm just going to fire the combi bolter in his wrist quickly, which is 2+ to hit.
get one off the wrist,
Re-rolling.
yeah.
Absolutely. 6 to wound.
Always worth recording one off the wrist.
No, nothing. The dreadnought has yet again been an utter waste of
What a
points.
lemon.
Yeah, he's been
What a
absolute
lemon.
biff today. Anything else to shoot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these guys.
These guys are all going to fire.
Alright, we'll come back to you after this is done because no one wants to see this many guys. There's been some brutality in the Warzone with the Iron Warriors laying absolute waste to the Ashen Circle.
There was
right in the middle
not
there.
even missed. Not even missed.
In retaliation, they fired their flamer
Their
pistol.
hand flame pistols. Yes, they're
Hand-flamer
specially
pistons.
named Acadic hand flamers.
Nice.
We are looking. We've hit 20 hits. We've worked out.
Yeah, 20
That's a
hits
lot, that's a
across.
lot.
It can be done across any of these. So it's up to 9 guys that can die with this, I think. Or in fact, no, that's not true. We can get these guys as well. So there's only a certain number that can die, but certainly plenty of them may go. 20 hits, 4+ to wound.
Oh come on, that is not good rolling.
Well, on the average.
What were you looking for? 4s?
Yeah, 4s to wound. So it's about average. About hang on.
3.
Hang on. And then any special rules? Or just a normal. My hand flamers.
Assault 1, Torrent 6, and pinning.
Okay. Oh, pinning. Well, that could be
Pinning's
crucial.
handy.
That could be
Well,
very important because that might take me off the
If you,
objective.
yeah, if you pin this
I'll
unit,
get-
that could be swinging.
I will take the first 4 on the sergeant because he's under the flamer, using the normal rules.
The artificer.
It's fine.
Oh.
Right.
Right, now the rest.
And then it's the rest of the guys and just normal 3+
I agree with
saves.
SN.
Oh.
3 guys dead. Now that does mean I have to take a pinning test. However, they have got the Centurion's leadership, fortunately. So we'll take 3 from the group that actually can die, which will be this one, and this one, of course. And then from that point, it's going to be the Centurion's leadership. I want to say 9.
I think so.
Let's double
Let's roll it and find
Let's
out.
roll it. Unless it's spectacular, we'll know. Oh, that was close. It's a 7. They're safe. So they're still holding the objective.
Moving on to the charge phase.
Yes, indeed.
It's only this dreadnought that can really do much. We're looking at 11 inches. As we all do on the internet. and he's going to try and make the gap. So let's have a little look if he can make it.
This is probably a terrible idea, but I'm going to do it anyway because why not?
Can't Overwatch because he's got no guns.
For the lols.
For the lols, I need an 11, so I only need a 6 and a 5, easy. Look at
That's
this.
a 2 and a 1.
Oh.
It's a fail. So
He's moving a whole 1 inch forward.
Powerful.
Right.
At the end of turn 2 for the Iron Warriors, it's going to be a score for the home point there, and a score for the middle with a brave charge into the middle.
I didn't get any units killed on the first turn, so I'm not going to get the special secondary, even though I killed the demon this time around. So yeah, just 3 to 1.
3-1. Let's
Strong.
go.
Here we go.
Word bearers.
Round 2.
Turn 2 for the word bearers.
And we have successfully brought in from Deep Strike a number of drop pods, starting with the Dreadclaw. He is boots down within out of 1 inch from all enemy models and terrain, and we're now going to roll for his scatter. Oof,
and it's because he's got the inertial guidance system, it's halved the amount you scatter.
So that's 3.5, not so bad.
4 inches. Does that get you off the board, or is that still within? I can't see.
So that's where the pod has landed. Look at that, within a hair's breadth from the board edge.
It's a good thing you got that inertial guidance, otherwise I'd be scattering you.
Heat Blast. Talk to me about Heat Blast.
Heat Blast. Nick's just looked up the rules, so I'm going to defer to Nick.
That's not someone who knows.
He's going to roll a D3 dice. It's to be 3 plus D3 number of inches from there. Everyone basically gets a Strength 6 AP 5 hit.
Come on, 6.
That's what I want to see. So 4 inches, so basically your 2 boys at the back here.
Are doing it.
Not him.
Yeah.
So the 2 guys, Strength 6, would you kind of get to roll? It's 2 pluses to wound.
Thank you. Come on.
Wounds, and then 2 just normal 3 plus armor saves for me. They're fine. They love it.
How disappointing.
Okay, is that it? Anything else?
Absolutely not. I'm going to intercept the life out of you,
so it
sunshine.
turns out, because they've got inbuilt interceptor.
Interceptor reactions. They have, so do they, and then one other unit can actually get the normal reaction. So officially, everyone here is going to intercept the life out of this thing in just a second.
I don't think it's going to go very well, Pete.
Well, the other thing to remember, of course, is that he has also got two more drop pods coming in. So obviously, I've got to see how many times I want to use this reaction. But that drop pod is more worrying than most other drop pods. So I'm going to intercept a reaction at the very least with the Terminators and with the Iron Havocs.
Hull points, this could go badly.
Let's hope so.
Iron Havocs. 7 of 10 can see. Here we go.
2s to hit. Well, so I'm going to need a 5 to glance. However, if I get a 6, it's rending, which means I get an extra D3. So 5s at the very least to glance it. Oh, that's good. That's good. So that's 1 glancing and 2 pen. Actually, is going to be that. So that's actually enough. Hull point. That's going to wreck the thing. It doesn't matter. The contempt is still going to get out of it, but that's probably going to be enough to wreck it. I think.
Should be.
So 2. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter what I roll for because it's not going to explode anyway, so that doesn't really make a difference. But that has wrecked the Charybdis Claw, which is.
Have we got a tuft? Hang on. Let it not be said that we haven't overspent on special effects.
Thank you to all our Patreon. Wait, we don't have that. Right.
No, we cancelled that because we offer 0 value for money.
That's the spirit.
Moving on.
Imagine now that it's wrecked, there's going to be some horrible looking thing that gets out of it, though, isn't there?
Correct. We have a horrible corrupted dreadnought.
Oh, good.
Well, depending on how you perceive beauty, would you be so kind?
I absolutely would
My
not.
mum says I'm beautiful.
Gorlock, the Destroyer.
I'm Optimus Prime. Yes. Look at that. Look at that monster.
Beautiful model.
Okay, let's do some eating. Further units have arrived. This drop pod has landed to provide some much needed support. This one's full of plasma dudes, isn't it?
It is full of plasma dudes.
So we're going to roll the scatter now.
Let's roll.
Oh, it's a hit.
Spot on.
Spot on. Here we go. Now, is there going to be any sort of interception?
I would imagine there would be.
Oh! So with a reaction upon landing the drop pod right next to his toes, this Contemptor has not having that old son, and he's going to open him up like a tin of beans, is he not?
I don't think so, that's what he's going to say.
Yeah, let's go.
The bolter in his fist is going to do nothing, Havoc launch is going to do nothing, I don't think, so it's only going to be their las cannon, so 2 las cannon shots, 2 pluses to hit. 1 hit. I don't think there's any minuses with the interceptor reaction, I will double check in a second, but that's fine still. And strength 9 against your armour value of 12. Mm-hmm. It is a penetrating hit.
Penetrate.
But then you don't really care because it's a drop pod, and then it's adding 1 to whatever the roll is. A 5, which I'm going to say... I think that might be weapon destroyed. This is where we need to have these things. Weapon destroyed. So whatever your special bolters are, or whatever it might have in there, it no longer has.
Yeah, that'll learn you. These guys have managed to get out the drop pod, and they're pretty much going to line up some shots against this unit here because they are thinner on the ground than these guys over here, and it makes more mathematical sense to try and deny that objective. But what, pray tell, is that in your hands, Peter Giant?
Maybe the final drop pod.
Oh, shiza.
As one of the Chaos Gods, I shall drop it into the fray.
You are the 5th god.
He is
Peter
going
Giant.
to be landing in here.
Yeah, treat yourself.
Treat myself, enjoy myself.
Any more ridiculous interceptor shenanigans? Or is that...
Sadly, no.
You're all tapped
And now
out.
I
Well,
need
thank
to
God
do
for
my-
that.
If I can have some scatter, please.
Yeah, treat yourself to some scat.
Bit of scat, man.
4, 5, 6, 7,
four,
so
so
3.5, rounding up
Yep.
or rounding down. What does it work?
Now, is that into the
Rounds up,
building?
I
Because
think.
if it's in the building, then I get to move it. Oh no.
No, he is out the
You've
building.
got, in fact, it doesn't matter because you've got the inertial guidance system, but actually means you get to stop just prior to the building anyway.
Hooray.
There you go. Some
Nice.
art.
And there's melter guys in there, is there?
There is melter guys
Oh,
in here.
good.
This drop pod came in and has scattered slightly, but has managed to disgorge a bunch of melter dudes. In further movement, this Marigal
Argyle.
Dreadnought has stomped forwards, ready to rip his cousin in half.
Peace, gal.
The Rhino, did that move?
Yeah, it's just edged around the corner.
Who cares? They've stayed where they are.
No, they haven't. They've all edged
Oh,
up and gone forward.
they shifted forward slightly.
Getting ready to contest that objective.
And over here, this Marigal has surged forwards to try and rip this Dreadnought apart. And the Galval back guys are going to try and rush this Rhino, which contains the Praetor and a command squad, with the line keyword because of the standard, which is a major threat to your home zone objective. Have I summed that up
You
accurately?
hope that was a beautiful summation. Thank
Excrement.
you very much.
It's like Pete's words coming out of your mouth.
We
Bill.
push
That's what it is.
on.
I'm inside him like a puppet.
God damn. Into the shooting. These guys are just going to mutually assured annihilation is the term, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So-
Funnily enough, I'll be returning fire.
Yes. So let's see some instant death. Go, Pete.
For corn!
Joe.
4 pluses to wound, please, Sunshine. Sir, I'm a sergeant. 2 plus. There, he's dead.
Nice.
And then it's 3 plus. The rest of them are 3 pluses. And oh, just
Come on!
Yeah. And then my guy's going to return fire.
I'm pretty sure you said you didn't want to do that.
There's an apothecary in there, apparently. Who knew?
I definitely did.
Let's just run and save some guys.
No, he's dead anyway.
Point of this video.
Apothecary was sucked.
Iron Warrior gun pigs.
One,
Make dice go now.
yeah, 1 shot from the sergeant with his plasma pistol. I don't care if he dies. 3 plus to hit.
Please die. Oh.
He hits. It's 2 plus to wound.
Hooray!
Well, he did a lot, didn't
Yeah,
he?
let's get
Well
the
worth having that sergeant
The
anyway.
vintage bush has gone back into position as well.
2 shots from the Volkite Serpenter from the Centurion. Both, I want to say hit because he's
Yeah, you can shoot.
yeah, 3 plus to wound. Both wound, 2 normal arm saves, please, Mr.
Come
Brown.
on, buddies.
They both live. And now just a load of shrapnel bolters because nothing else has done anything yet. 33 shots because you've got to love all the stuff that you
Dirty
get from
tricks.
this. 30 tricks, re-rolling 1s, 3 plus to hit. That's good because a lot of 1s in there. 4 pluses to wound. Oh, I just wish I had Pete's giant shovel hands. That number of armor saves, please, Mr. Brown.
Let's do it. Come on.
Oh, you could have one-handed that for absolute bragging rights.
Oh, not as bad as it could have been.
Could have been a lot worse. Only, actually,
Only
5 dead. That's not
5 dead.
bad.
Oh,
The Galval back have managed to do some shooting into the Rhino here against its side armor, taking off 2 of the 3 hull points. Amazing work. But is it enough? This squad of Pete's is going to be melting in towards the Land Raider. Only 2 of them are in melter bonus range.
1 wound left.
There's 1 room remaining, so we're going to do the 2 shots first.
Here we
That
go.
do have the melter bonus.
3s to hit.
That's 1
1
hit.
hit.
Okay.
1
then-
and you get 2 dice.
What's
So,
your ammo? 14.
14, but you're rolling on 2d6 and your strength is 8. So I mean,
So here we go.
that's not made it.
No.
That didn't do it.
Anticlimactic.
Right. Okay. Let's have a look at our.
There you got 8 more
Other
shots.
guys.
So I think
Yep.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good for you. All right,
Let's have a look.
3s to hit. No,
Well,
no.
that's results. Not
That's
bad.
good.
rolling.
That's very good.
Okay.
6 hits. It's a 6 will glance, and you only need 1 single 6 amongst all this lot.
Yay!
There is the final 6.
Wallet.
So it's oh, hang on, Bill. If you'd kindly film.
Yeah, the transfer of the Warzone Morloc Tuft. That's gone straight to hell. As we can see here behind Nick's suspiciously hairy hands, the breaches have got out of the wrecked Land Raider and are going to face off against the word bearers over there. What's next to shoot?
Next shooting, we have the Plasma Lads.
I don't think that's necessary.
Oh, hello.
I don't think it's needed.
And these guys are going to be presumably targeting the unit that's on
They
the
are
objective.
going to be hitting the objective holding line unit.
Okay, so
Now, I'm not
thin-
saying that's a mistake, but purely from gentlemanly conduct, that is a very good point. However, the Iron Havocs are next to you, and they are going to absolutely rinse you next turn. So I give it entirely your choice. The line holding unit that holds the objective, or the unit that's going to wipe you out next turn, the Iron Havocs.
Going to have to deny your points, I'm afraid.
Deny my points away, old
Oh
son.
Lord!
Old bean.
Best like.
Hot plasma action coming in hot.
Okay, let's
Pete,
go.
we got shovel hat cans.
So we're going to roll this twice.
disappointing on those 4.
So that's the first
So 4
5.
hits on the first.
Was that not one of them?
Oh yes, it was. Sorry. Yeah.
Behind the bush, the
5.
vintage bush.
Second roll.
And let's see how we. See how we go for the second lot.
The shovel. More successful the
much
second
better.
time. 7
Okay.
and 5. That's 12 of your finest hits.
think
Add more,
that takes
2
me
more
a while.
dice, Bill. Go on, do it.
Take some of the like amber
don't
ones.
even
they,
care.
They roll like beauties.
Let's do it.
2 pluses
Your
to
weighted
wound.
dice. Looking forward
Yes,
to this.
If
Your
anyone's
warp fire
seen my dice roll before, you know it's guaranteed one.
Yeah, weighted the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's 2 pluses to wound. These are warp fire plasma, not normal plasma. That is 10 wounds. I'll just roll with your dice, if that's okay. And
AP.
oh, Bill, I just picked all those up. Were there any in there that might have been 4 plus? I think there were.
Shall we check? So it turns out 7 of them were
Some of them were breaching.
breaching.
Unfortunately, men of a certain age, we get a little excited. We go a bit early. I do apologise.
Son.
I should have thought about it. Yeah.
Hairline trigger
So 3 are just normal armour saves of 3 plus.
behind the vintage
Nice.
bush.
1's dead. And the others, these are all only their armour. They've got the cover save, and the artificer armour sergeant won't do a thing. So it's a 6 plus save because of breaching.
Oh,
Not a
nasty,
1.
not
That's
a sausage.
8. That's the entire top of that squad wiped. Not a single person left by the objective. Just the 2 at the back who survive. So that means
Outstanding work.
no one is currently holding this objective.
Outstanding work, Pete.
Solid work.
hooray!
Leadership test for the 2 remaining tactical.
The definitely
tactical
cowardly tactical marines.
Yeah,
I think they're feeling brave. We need a 7 or under. They're not feeling brave.
not feeling
It's
brave.
a double 6.
And now off the table with them.
Yeah, they're running to their certain doom. Their Primarch's going to smash their brains in.
Absolutely, we're going to do that anyway. Realistically, it's Peter Turbo. 5 inches that way.
Prepare for decimation. Great work.
Oh, if only that was a 10.
Just forgot to do a bit of reacting there. So, Nick, you've reacted with the squad that has been annihilated there with some return fire, killing only 1 measly plasma dude. Is that right?
Exactly.
Hello.
Because I.
In the charge phase, this Marigal Dreadnought made it with a strong 3 inches,
Strong 3.
which at our age you can probably be quite happy with.
It's if you know what you're doing with it.
Exactly. It's like a wand in a cave. Over here, the Dreadnought. This Marigal also made it into the charge, into this Contemptor here.
But did take 2 wounds from the las cannon on the way in.
Yeah, some Overwatch came in and it's blasted 2 pretty little holes in its chest. And over here, another strong 3 inches, wasn't it?
It was another strong
So the attempt to wrap the Rhino didn't quite work out, but we should mess it up.
I think so.
Let's see how we get on in the fight. Marigal versus Contemptor.
Versus 2 sticks.
Yeah, 2 sticks versus horrible warp claws or whatever the hell they're called.
Okay, we got
How many attacks we got coming in?
4 attacks coming
Plus
in.
1 for charging.
Yes, you're right. Plus 1 for charging. Thank you very
3
much.
plus to hit because your weapon skill's higher than mine, sadly.
Oh
That's what I
dear.
like to see. So, so as much as we can understand, because there's so many of them, there's murderous strike, there's brutal 2, there's all sorts of things. 1 wound has gone through, which I take to mean as I've now got 2 armour saves to make from that because it's a brutal 2 weapon, and each of these, being a murderous strike, having got a 5 plus, will be a D3 number of wounds if it goes through. So 1 5 plus would be lovely. I get 1 5 plus, you do D3
Come
wounds.
on.
3 wounds.
Wow.
Worse.
But being a contemptor, I still have a further 3 wounds.
3 left. Yeah,
Nice.
Very
I'm
good.
alive!
Okay.
Yeah. 2
Oh,
hits.
nice.
And it's strength 7 against your toughness of 7, I believe.
That's correct.
4's to wound. 2 wounds, and it's your. Have you got 2 plus armor?
2 plus saves.
Go on. Go on.
Hooray!
Oh, too bad.
And now we can watch these 2 guys kiss. Sorry, what?
What did you say? So that is 5, because 1 plus 1 on the charge.
Yeah.
Indeed, and I get 3.
Right, okay.
It's all hitting, isn't it?
The,
Oh no, it's 3s, isn't
that's
it?
3.
It's 3s.
Yeah, that's 3.
Still good.
Good,
Still good.
good,
Yep.
good, good. I assume our initiative is probably the same, so we're going to hit at exactly the same time. Initiative of 4 back, which is a great shame.
Oh, okay. Well, one of those is good.
Absolutely, this is your to wound roll, was it?
That was my to wound roll.
Fantastic. That's 3 wounds go through, which means I've got 6 armor saves. This is going to be a dead dreadnought.
With the brutal.
Yeah, we hope so.
And was
one of them's the 6, so that
Right,
murderous
strike.
So those 2, that's the murderous strike one. So that's going to be 2 5+s.
Oh!
Rank.
And just normal ones. So these are still 5+.
Very
3 go
good.
through, so that's 3 wounds taken.
Very good.
Which is still brutal, but I thought he was going to die. So, you know, you can't complain.
So he's down to 3, is he?
And then I'm going to slap you back.
Now, you have got a
You're going to
fist.
fist me back.
Yeah. 5+ to hit you, unfortunately. Still
Oh,
2.
nice.
It's good rolling. It's good rolling for the Contemptor. He's got strength 9, I think, with the power fist.
Against toughness 7.
Okay, that would make sense. Gravis power fist is 9, and he's brutal 3.
Oof, nasty.
Damn. So 2+ to wound. Both
Very
wounds.
good.
And that is so that's going to be 6 armor saves from you, please. And they're all on your invulnerable because it's AP2, so 6.
Oh dear, oh dear.
And you've only got 4 wounds left.
I do.
Oh my goodness!
Oh!
I do believe it. I did not expect that to be the end of the combat.
Have you killed him?
I've killed him.
The great news is...
Do you do a mega detonator?
he mega detonates.
And hopefully wipes out everyone nearby.
It's usually my go-to move, but mega detonation sounds epic.
That was a very unexpected end to that combat.
The detonation expansion zone is 7 inches, so we're taking out possibly 10 of the Iron Warriors here. Nick, you're going to roll to see if your guys survive a strength 8 hit.
Being an apothecary's in there doesn't make a difference because, of course, it's double their toughness.
As we learnt from the last game.
As we learnt. So
And
in
with
fact,
dozens of comments criticising it.
so many followers.
Took months to get through that feedback.
2+ to wound. Lots of wounds. 9 guys wounded. This is not looking good. Right.
But you got a standard armour save, haven't you?
I've lost the Centurion. No, I lost the Sergeant rather, so I've only got normal armour save, so it's 3+ armour save. That's 1, 2, 3 dead, which is about average. So 3 gone.
That's alright.
It's not bad, it's not bad.
And who's next to take some wounds is going to be...
The Dreadnought, strength 8 hit against him, plus to wound him. It doesn't wound.
Nice.
3 Galvor back.
Yeah.
2+ to wound them.
Oh!
And then your normal armour save, I presume?
3+.
3+. 1 wound goes through.
Okay.
1 gets wounded. And finally, the Rhino. Strength 8. So, being that the Rhino's down to 1 wound, this could actually.
If that goes and then that detonates and kills all the Galvor back, this is what we live for.
It's unfortunately it can't happen. As much as I would love it to happen, it won't detonate because it's not a
okay.
hit. But it's a 3 to glance, and that will blow it up because that's the last hull point.
Oh, it's a shame.
Oh,
It's a shame.
long. I mean, it's
Outrageous.
Okay, so we've resolved all of that.
Finally killed one of those dreadnoughts. That's cool.
Yeah, as
The
pretty
manky
as they
girl's
are.
gone.
Thank you, Carl.
And now it's going to be what's the next combat? The Galvor back attacking the Rhino.
Yeah, the ugly ones at the disco.
Yeah. Join us halfway through a brutal combat where the Galvor back are slaying into the 1-wound Rhino.
They managed to get
However,
23
hits, but we've now got to separate. The power fists are going to look to absolutely detonate the Rhino.
Here we go.
So they're wounding on what?
Oh no, it doesn't explode. We're looking
No, these are just the.
we were looking for a
wound. We're looking for a 6 for any of those, and there's no 6s, I'm afraid. So the power fists haven't done it.
That's a shame.
But there's an awful lot of hits still to come, and 1 single 6 on those dice, and the Rhino's wrecked. There's your 6. There's just the Rhino.
Right. Okay. Well, let's not
Rhino's
worry.
gone. Emergency disembarkation. A time-honoured tradition on the Warzone is to pass the 1 tuft we have to the next wrecked vehicle. There we go. Oh, a little candle in there. Look, it's flickering. So, boys, at the end of Word Bearer's turn 2, you score 1 point here for holding the home objective with Erebus and crew. And lots is dying. Lots of denial going on. On to Iron Warriors turn 3.
The games continue. So basically we've got a movement. The tactical squad has punched up just a little bit further onto this objective, making sure lots of troops are going to be able to hopefully make a red mist out of these 5 remaining tactical squads.
The odds are not in their favour, are they?
No, they're not. Speaking of tactical squads, the other one just ran off the table.
Yeah,
it did not make its
They didn't
morale
rally
charge.
and they ran further than they were allowed. And they are gone.
Peter Turbo is not going to be impressed with that.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I did miss one thing that I should have done. A reaction.
A reaction is allowed. Would a movement reaction like to be? I'll tell you what, let me just quickly go through my movement. So we
Sorry,
had,
yeah, go for it.
Not at all. The jet
Thanks for
bikes.
interrupting, though.
I forgot you were filming. Sorry.
It's been great having you here today. The jet bikes are meant to here to try and block this sodding rhino, this 35-point rhino that's been the bane of my existence.
He's been a beast.
I actually not even remember the Vigilator until now because I don't see him from my angle. The Vigilator hasn't gone anywhere.
You've got a Vigilator now.
I've really got to pay attention to that Vigilator in a minute. I've spoken about everyone over here already, haven't I? The Leviathans.
These guys have just spread out a bit.
They've spread out. The Leviathan's moved up and the Contemptor's disengaged from combat, so hopefully next turn he'll either get massacred or he'll have a chance to shoot his assault cannons into your support squad. Meanwhile, finally, the Rapier Laser Destroyer's moved just a little bit so we can get an angle on this Dreadnought over here because this thing's really got to die.
Just a little bit.
Excellent. A little bit.
And now it's going to be straight into shooting.
Except Pete's got a reaction first of all.
I have a reaction. In response to the Contempt moving up to me, my Galvalback are going to withdraw.
Nicely done. Run away. Brave
So
little
they
warp
may move
beams.
a number of inches away from their unmodified initiative characteristic directly away from their unit that triggered it.
And what is their initiative characteristic?
And their initiative is 5.
Well,
I'd move 5 inches.
This way, please, sir. Then move others as appropriate. Fantastic. Then straight on to the proverbial shooting phase.
The first unit to shoot was the jet bikes here, turning around and shooting into the word bearers over there, who survived everything, not even pinned. So, disappointed face, Nick. What are we moving on to next?
Moving next on to will be the Leviathan firing all of its weapons into this fine-looking dreadnought.
Oh
right here.
lord! So you've got Cyclone, Melter Lance,
and the Melter weapon in its claw as well. So it's 5 shots at 2+ to hit. All hit.
Nicely
Strength
done.
8 against toughness 7, which is going to be 3+ to wound. Oof. Oh no, 2 not going through.
with the Melter rule, would you get anything?
No, because it's not a vehicle. So it needs to have a penetrating thing. So it's your 5+ invulnerable save, please.
Come on. Nothing.
No.
Absolutely nothing.
3
So
wounds
you're
go
down
through.
to 4 wounds.
The Rapier next is going to be targeting the same dreadnought that is now down to 4 wounds. See if we can put some extra damage on it.
That's the hope.
Go for Nick.
Thank you very much. It is 3+ to hit re-rolling because it's twin linked. Both hit.
Nice.
Strength 9 going up to... I forgot to remember that. That should have been a 2+ to wound a moment ago because of course it's a vehicle and Iron Warriors increase the strength of weapons against vehicles and dreadnoughts.
I can hear them shouting at you.
I know, so through the void, the Iron Warriors are angry at me, the players, but instead I'll remember it now with this. So it's a strength 10 weapon officially, so it's therefore very much 2+ to wound against the dreadnought, which both wound, and you once again just your 5+ invulnerable save, please.
Come along.
And fly with me. Unbelievable, 2 saves.
Easy.
Very solid, very easy.
And it's going to be what next?
Next is going to be the...
Are you going to trigger out the reaction?
Oh, the reaction's coming. We know the reaction's coming, and we know Pete's saving it for something special. But we just don't know what yet. Let's see if I can tease it out of him, because I love trying to tease things out of Pete. I'm going to fire the Iron Havocs into his plasma squad.
Bold.
Well, in which case, they shall utilise their special reaction.
Nice. A special reaction, no less.
A special reaction.
Talk to me about the special reaction for the word bearers.
So, this requires that after a shooting attack is made, the reaction has been declared a single model in that unit is removed as a casualty immediately with no further rolls, and that effectively resolves the shooting action.
Amazing.
So all of that fire,
Which would have absolutely
should we
decimated
be
that
resolved
squad.
by this guy?
Why not?
Yeah,
Resolve-
he looks willing
if
to
you'd
die.
resolve him, that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! So there is your reaction. I'm now going to target the same unit
With
my
Terminators.
because I have to.
crack missiles coming in hot.
I wish I'd remembered about that advanced reaction first, but never mind. So 3s to hit. That's not good. Okay, we got 6 remaining, and it's 2s to wound, and these are instant death. Not that matters because obviously it's, but it's going to be straight through your armour. 6 dead.
Wow.
Oof, nasty.
They can also fire their combi bolters, and there's 2 guys remaining.
Because they have firing protocols, which allows them to fire 2 weapons. So it's 3+ to hit re-rolling in rapid fire range. Oof. Oh, sorry mate, let me just do that again. And that's 8 shots going through with bolt around, so it's going to be 4s to wound now. And let's see if I can finish off this plasma squad. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds you have to take. Can you take 4
Can we
wounds
do
on
it?
your...
With
Can
my
it be
last
done?
2 lads.
Can't be done,
Come
mate.
on.
Can't be done.
No.
Nope.
Annihilation.
Well, you guys were useless.
But these guys, turned these guys into Red Rain. But now, what are we doing next?
There's nothing left.
There's nothing left. We've
Nothing
got
left.
blast template going down on the Galvorback from which weapon?
It's going to be from this fine weapon over here.
Okay, from the Havoc launcher.
Havoc launcher, so it's a...
Scatar.
Scatter? Has anyone got a scatter? There's a scatter over there,
Scat
Bill.
dice.
Can I have my scat dice, please? -5 from for his ballistic skill,
1
so it
inch.
goes 1 inch.
Kills 3, hits 3.
Hits 3. 3 hits, and that's going to be strength 5 against your toughness of 5, is it, Peter, for your Galvorback?
Toughness 5.
Yeah, toughness
So
5.
4's to wound. 1 wound.
Okay.
And it's your normal armour save, please.
Lovely, thank you. 3+. Made it.
Good work, good work, good work. I will actually check in a second if that's a pinning weapon. I don't think it is, but I will double check that. Meanwhile, Combi Bolter, which is in close range, so just fire, rapid fire. One hit, and it's a combi weapon, so it gets to reroll. Okay. And it's 5+ is to wound. 1 wound, 1 armor save, please.
No,
it saves.
Oh yes, 3+. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
3+.
Yes.
And then Gravis Las Cannon, 2 shots, 2+ to hit. 1 hits, 2+ to wound. It wounds, and then it's your 5+. Feel no pain. Unbelievable.
Oh.
That Dreadnought, I mean, okay, he
plonked
fisted your dirty mama to death, whatever she was called. But the rest of the shooting's been pretty shocking, frankly.
Yeah, it's not been the best.
It's not been good.
Not
been good. Not much left to do. Now the most important thing is a couple more bits. It's going to be the breachers firing all their weapons into this melter squad over here.
So over here in the dark corner, the breachers have put a hail of fire into the squad over here, taking them down to 5 members remaining. They survived being pinned, and they did not run away. Heroics from the word bearers.
Hooray!
We're in the combat phase now. This Leviathan is attacking the what's it, Dudar?
Marigal. That was the first charge. The other charges were 1 Dreadnought ran into the back of the whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Galvorback.
That's them. And that was, and finally the breachers have charged, including Mr.
The breachers have
Thunderhammer.
gone for the kill rather than trying to race for the objective.
-1 thanks to a successful Overwatch.
Excrement.
Yes, exactly. One got melted on the way in, which was
So you've got
interesting.
Hammer of Wrath attack going in first, is
Yes,
that right?
indeed. 3 automatic hits at strength 8 against your toughness of 7, so 3+ to wound. All wound, and then it's 3, is it 2+ save?
2+, yep.
3 2+ saves, and you've got 4 wounds remaining at the moment. You're fine, absolutely fine. So
and
you have a higher initiative.
Higher initiative, so the Marigal Dreadnought will be attacking now.
Very good. Okay, so he is weapon skill 6.
Very nice against my weapon skill of 5, so you're 3+ to hit, which is good.
Come on, and I've got 4 attacks.
Strength 9.
Goodness.
Hot
So that's 3+ to wound me. All wound.
Nice, okay.
Solid.
Yeah, okay.
An AP2, so that's 3 armor saves for me.
Yeah.
No, brutal 2, did you say?
Brutal 2, yeah.
So that's 6 armor saves. Did you say it was murderous strike?
Murderous strike,
Doesn't
5+,
matter
but
because
doesn't
none of
matter,
them.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
5.
So 6 normal armor saves, and it's on my automatic deflect, whatever it's called. So 5+. Not a 1. That's taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. That's brutal. That is down to 2 wounds remaining, the Leviathan. I now get to hit back, so I've got 4 attacks base.
Well, here's hoping it explodes.
Thanks.
+1 for charging.
+1 for the charge, and it's only on a 5 because my weapon skill is lower than yours, unfortunately. So it's a 5+ to hit you.
That's nothing, mate.
That is my snake eyes maneuver. It's not snake eyes, but it ain't great. It ain't great.
It's as good as.
Yeah.
This combat over here between the breachers and the word bearers unit, very much won by the Iron Warriors. Smashing, what, another 3 or 4 dead there?
3 dead. The sergeant managed to splat 2 himself, and the troops managed to bonk 1 to death as well.
But they didn't run away. They're brave soldiers, are they not?
Yeah, they don't want to go into the war.
They've been there once and it was terrible.
Yeah, they know what's waiting for them, that's the problem. Whereas my Contemptor is going to attack against your Galvorback. I knew that. And what's your initiative, please, Pete?
My initiative for my Galvorback is 5.
Excellent, then you get to hit first, you cheeky bugger.
A brutal combat ensued over here where the Dreadnought managed to punch some Galvorback into paste, and they did 1 wound coming back against the Contemptor. So the Dreadnought won the combat.
However,
the fearless Galvorback survived to live and tell the tale.
They don't care. They don't
They don't care.
No.
Lads.
Is that the end of your turn 3?
That will be the end of my turn 3.
So you score 1 point here, and that's it.
That's it, because I don't get anything over there, so it makes it 4 to 2.
4 to 2, turn 3, turd bearers. Turn 3. Turn 3 for the word bearers. There's nothing that can actually move because everything's tied up.
Apart from Erebus, and he just don't care.
Erebus is standing at the back doing what he does and being a coward.
Lad.
The Rhino has rammed into the bikes. Everything else remains in combat. Now we have resolved the ramming, and nothing happened with the ramming, did it? Really?
Nothing happened with
It's ineffective. So all that's left to do, there's not even much shooting to do. Sexy combat going on now. It's going to be the Marigal Dreadnought attacking a very badly wounded Leviathan. So it's only 2 wounds remaining. No bonuses for charging in, so it's just going to be basic attacks. Go for Pete.
Let's do it. Okay.
What are we looking for?
We're looking for, I think you've got 3s to hit me,
Yeah,
so you're
what's that?
all
That's
solid.
lucky.
This isn't looking good. This isn't looking good.
Okay, and then I'm looking to wound on...
You've got strength 9, I think, and I'm toughness 8, so it's 3s to
Let's
wound.
go, come on.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, no.
lovely. Very good.
And are they brutal 2 each, I think?
They are brutal 2 and
Wow.
murderous strike.
Murderous strike on all of them.
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
Not like this.
Matrix reference.
Wouldn't it be good if we got some great double explosions?
Lots of 5 pluses to save.
Oh, you had a good go at it.
He's tried, but no, that's 4 going
not enough to-
straight
The
through.
Leviathan is going to go up like
Christmas
Hiroshima.
tree.
There were 2 very different thoughts there. Wasn't there? One was Christmas and one was Hiroshima. So the Leviathan is going to go up like a Roman candle.
And it's going to hit 1 word bearer and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of your finest Iron Warriors. So 6 Iron Warriors getting a strength 8 hit on their person. So it's a 2+ to wound them, all wound, and it's their 3+ armor save, and the apothecary can't help them. Fortunately, only 1 dies. That's quite fortunate.
Okay.
The word bearer, 2+ to wound him. That's
Doesn't do it.
just about right. And the Dreadnought, hilariously, it's a strength 8 wound, so it's 3+ to wound. But no, the word bearers love it. They're
Word
fine.
bearers
They
bloody
don't
love it,
care.
don't they? They bloody love it. Off he
Yeah.
goes. Another unit destroyed. Will that sway the game? There's only 1 dude remaining. Will he pass his leadership test?
Come on, Skip. Yes, he
He
will.
passes.
Unbelievable. He just loves
Brave,
it.
brave.
He loves it.
Brave Sir
Loves
Robin.
it.
Brave Sir Robin.
Brave Sir Robin. Any more combats to resolve?
It might be handy if we could just consolidate my gal over there.
Where would you like to
towards
consult?
your breachy lads.
We
And then this combat we have to run.
Okay, last one over here.
do indeed.
So who goes first?
I
Initiative-wise?
believe, I think you hit first. I think we already decided. So
6, 9. So we'll do power fists separately.
Yes.
2 power fists first of all.
Right, okay, here are the power fists. Oh, not brilliant.
You were weapons 4+ to hit me.
Yeah, not brilliant.
Not brilliant.
2.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Strength 10.
only
So
2 wounds remaining.
2s to wound. They're both
Ooh,
wound.
Nice.
I need at least. I've got 2 wounds. I need at least 1 5+ save here.
Ah, absolutely bossy.
Chef's kiss.
Bossy.
4 remaining. Galvaback are going to try and pick at the soft, meaty bits of the Contemptor. Mostly in the groin.
Stop it. It's getting exciting. 4s to hit, but I think you are. So it's 6s to wound me. No, it doesn't. There's all sorts of fun things like rending, but not if you do that. And 3 hits in return. I've got 4 pluses to hit. No. Wow. This is. Some of my rolls are good, some not so good today.
Absolutely die rolling.
So that stays on. The stalemate continues. This is officially. I'm not even going to roll this. I'm not going to roll the
pointless.
chainsword scraping off the rhino's hull because it's still got all its hull points left.
Oh, and
At the end of turn 3 for the word bearers, you're going to score 1 point here, which is fantastic. We're putting the score to 4-3.
Yes, indeed. In favour of the Iron Warriors, it's getting close.
and I have to re-roll my. We'll have to roll to see if I get a wound back for my gal over there.
Indeed,
yes,
for
you
your.
do. You do. She loves it.
She loves
Ah.
So
The big moves here are going to be whether the command squad can get close enough to Erebus.
because at the end of my turn, if I can hold out for 2 turns, I'm lying as well, so I will mess with your holding that objective. Also, we might end up getting my predator killed and then it's all over, but this is the kind of thing I love in
Here for
Heresy.
a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
A long time.
That's what I tell my wife. Here we go. Right, so we're going to go along for probably
It'll
about...
put you right on the edge
yeah,
of that. Like
about
that.
there, isn't it?
Wobbly model syndrome, we'll just say that they are
We know where they are.
on the lip. Like
The jet bikes are breaking from combat because they can do that, and they're going to go over here.
Whoosh.
Sound effects not necessary,
Remember,
but still great.
You have a Vigilator. Remember. Right, there we go.
have a Vigilator.
We've had 3 turns of absolute zero action from the Vigilator.
It's actually, it's done.
Flying up. It's his next victim.
If only this-
It's going up the steps vertically.
Anything else worth doing?
Yes, so the Dreadnought is going to pull out of combat.
This way?
Yes, please. Lining up, so everything here is going to shoot into the Galvorback. The Rapier is going to shoot into this to try and remove this because this will count as a model, which is a problem. The Vigilator is going to take a shot over at these guys. So let's. Oh, and let's see if he can get in range of these guys as well.
What's the range of the guns?
24 inches. Yes, he will be able to get in range. So if he could just come around the corner, then please, just so he's in range of the Galvorback, and he will take pot shots of them too. Let's see what happens.
So further on into the Iron Warriors turn 4.
A hail of shooting fire has rinsed the bolter shots.
We've wrecked the Rhino.
Because that, of course, the Iron Warriors getting +1 strength against vehicles makes all the difference.
The command squad exchanged pitiful 5 Erebus who rolled a 1 in return and didn't do anything.
A few Galvorback have been killed by a combination of the autocannons of the Iron Havocs and the Tyrant Siege Terminators. The Rapier Laser Destroyer has utterly failed, literally aimed straight through the doors.
Yeah, it went fream and it hit the brick wall. That could be quite swingy. And that's it essentially, isn't it? Now,
that's pretty much it.
The only thing that... so you would score 1 point for here.
We potentially do charges is the one thing.
So yeah. So would this command squad with a Praetor finish Erebus and his boys? Would they make it first of all?
They would make it.
They would make it into combat.
So we know there's going to make. We know they're going to...
Erebus's etheric lightning attack failed miserably. And now the command squad, so because of the unwieldy elements of both the warlords' weapons, it's going to be the command squads that fight each other first.
So it is, my command squad have got power weapons, they've got 2 attacks each, +1 for the charge. That's 15 attacks, and they are weapon skill 5, I believe. My normal weapon skill, yes, they are. So, which I'm assuming is the same for your command squad, so 4+ to hit.
4 hits went in.
With power weapons, it's 4+ to wound.
Toughness 4.
And I think they've got rending 6+, if I remember correctly, which will matter on that one. And the others, so 3 wounds and 1 rending. So 1 hit Pete, that's because you've got artificer armor as well, so that will go straight through your artificer armor. In fact, so the one. Sorry, so 3 wounds and 1 artificer armor, and 1.
Brilliant.
There you go. So one guy's dead.
Now you attack back.
At exactly the same time, so that's 2 normal guys for you, so I think you'll have 2, if it's the same as my command squad, which I imagine it is, there's 2 attacks each.
Thank you.
There's your 4 attacks. It's 4+ to hit. 1 hit. 4+ to wound with a power sword. It wounds. And it's rending as well. So it goes clean. Oh, hang on. Yes, it's 2 wounds per person, isn't it?
2 wounds per...
Which is why you've just removed 1 model. Yes, excellent. So I've now got 1 wound on that guy. And then more importantly,
Erebus versus both of these nuts.
Except they haven't challenged each other, they're just hitting random people nearby. My Praetor, if I just do him first, is weapon skill 6 against
my 5.
Yep, so 3+ to hit, because I'm still hitting your command squad just as you'll massacre mine in a minute. Nice. That is not good. It's a 2+ to wound. Come on, both of these. There we go. And it's AP2. So clean through your artificer armor, and it's double your toughness. So I think I will squash.
So it's instant death on the standard guy.
It is.
And that's regardless of what happens now. That's you with that objective.
Yeah.
That will hold it because it's enough to not make it that you'll be able to wipe out.
So Erebus, although he's hitting back and alive, is no longer scoring.
Which will be crucial. Let's just see what happens.
Erebus's attacks in. So he's got 4 attacks.
4 attacks. Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
All hit. No one's watching by this point anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
2 6s.
I think that's monstrous. It's definitely wounds. Is there anything else I need to know about that? Probably.
Strength +3, AP2. So that makes it strength 7.
Good lord. Basically, he's basically AP2. So it's they've got shields. So they've got 3 6+ saves.
Remarkable.
1 save. So one guy is killed off, and another one goes to 1 wound. However, that will cause you
a big combat there.
A very big combat. That's going to make all the difference, that combat.
Is he going to get his Athema knife cut reality and escape
Getting out of there.
through a slit in the warp?
So I think regardless of carrying on to the next word bearer's turn,
Yeah,
there's
because
not going to be
you've
enough.
got nothing that can score now, so it would be 4 points. So you wouldn't score
No.
anything in this turn. So the score would remain 4-2 in terms of gaming points.
4-3.
4-3, sorry.
I'll
And
get
now it comes to secondaries. Both warlords are alive.
Just to point out, sorry, so I'll get 2 points now, so it'll be 6-3.
6-3.
So I'm going to get
you've
the
got the
points.
middle as well.
So I'm going to hold those two. So now comes to secondaries, and there won't be enough.
So there's no warlord. There's
No warlord.
There's nothing titanic or of such largeness to score, and it's going to be the amount of units that have been killed.
Which we'll count out, but it still won't make a difference enough to affect the score at this
I've
point.
got 5 remaining.
And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes,
Yeah.
So that's 7 points to 3 to the Iron Warriors. Gentlemen, good game. Bully,
Bully,
bully, everyone. Bully.
Cheers, Warzone Morloc.
Thank you everyone for watching what was an epic game that took 16 hours to record.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone.
How did that take long?
Thanks everyone for watching.
Thank
Bye
you.
everyone.